Well, I'm here with Ed Riggenbach, owner of Welcome Home Milwaukee, property management company, really acting as a key facilitator between owners and tenants. So, Ed, what is your big why for why you got started into property management?
Yeah, thanks for having me. My big why when we opened 12 years ago was we just thought there was a gap in the market that we were hoping to fill. As I worked for other property management companies previously and worked in the preservation foreclosure world, it just seemed like residents didn't really like their property manager, didn't feel like they were a resource for them. And on the investor side, kind of same thing of not wildly happy with their property manager. And being an employee, it didn't seem like the greatest place to work either. So we, mid-20s, figured why not just try it ourselves, and it didn't seem like that complicated of a business, so we really got into it hoping that we could change the perception for all three of those folks, from the investor, the resident, and the employee, as well as the community at a larger scale of we want to be a positive impact on the city that we live in and hope to see the neighborhoods improve together with more investment.
And how is that why really change between then and where you are today?
The biggest jump that I had to go through is acknowledging the quality of person that we could be working with. Early on, realizing that there was a gap in the market when we first started because it was such a new industry. This third-party scattered site property manager always kind of existed, but at a much smaller scale. There wasn't a lot of sophistication to it. And that's changed a lot over the last decade. There's just so much more new software coming out, more people interested in this space and serving this market. And we can now attract a much more higher quality employee too. Where back then, somebody coming right out of college with a 4-year degree, this wasn't an industry that was at all on their radar to be involved in. And that's changed quite a bit. We have a lot of our employees are coming right out of college or have been in the space for a little bit or been in other industries and seeing an opportunity here. So getting used to that new, whether employee we can work with, vendors, both from a maintenance standpoint, there's more maintenance companies that want to be partnered with us. And the investor has become more sophisticated from napkin math of, hey, let's just get cash flow because we could back then with the lower interest rates, lower expenses. And now as the margins shrink because expenses are going up, our investors are starting to change as well.
Right. So what continues to motivate you when you look to where we're going?
The complexity of the problem is more interesting to me now, where before it was new to me how to run a business, how to manage payroll, make ends meet, and just stay in business was the first 5 years. Where now that we've gotten the basics more stabilized, the economy is much more difficult. Expenses for everyone has gone up. Rents that our average resident can afford is not going up to keep up with that inflation. So our investors' margins are thinner. As you attract higher quality talent, they want better working conditions, they want better benefits, they want a more interesting place to work. So working to thread that needle for everybody to continue to win and solve those more interesting problems is more motivating. And I was hoping that when we first started 12 years ago, that by now we'd see some, more and more improvements in the city of Milwaukee and some of the neighborhoods. And there has been a lot of improvement, but we still have quite a bit from a lead problem, both paint in homes and then lead pipes that unfortunately continue to fall on the real estate investor, and they need more and more support on how to navigate the programs available. Or just getting that done while also maintaining the investment. So very interested in the complexity of it.
Yeah, and that's so great that you're a resource for that and probably an ear to our leaders in the community as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Had very fortunate to connect with different nonprofits throughout the city, work directly with the different housing providers from a Section 8 perspective and kind of see the complexities and the problems that they're facing with their programs and how to assist residents. So being able to see it from all the different lenses and work with them to help their programs go better, is that then, everything rolls down. Our programs go better, it's better home for the resident, better investment for the owners, and
great draw to the city.
yeah, and I mean, there's so many great things. Milwaukee continues to hit all these top lists of places to live, so we just have to continue to lean into the benefits, and where there's those opportunities, just pull from the other side. And I think we'll continue to see a lot of improvement in the city. I'm really excited to see where we end up in another 10 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for just sitting down and talking with us today, and I look forward to great things to come.
Awesome.
So,
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.